Hey guys, thank you for joining this meeting. So I know this meeting was set up in short notice, but today we just wanted to go over a few points. I will defer to Parmeet so that he can kick off the meeting and go through
All
all the
right,
points.
this isn't a work event. Sorry, it's a podcast. Idiot box. Everyone, welcome to Idiot Box. And we'll just talk about movies because we all love movies and a bunch of announcements that came out in the last in the last week or so or 10 days. Bunch of CinemaCon stuff. For people who don't know, CinemaCon is like a convention which is different from Comic Con, but it's more like all related to movies.
Yeah, that's
Generally,
interesting. I've actually never heard of CinemaCon before. You brought
yeah,
it
it's
up.
actually this is I don't think they do like huge announcements at CinemaCon, but this year it was pretty wild that like every studio had like huge ones. So you have like Marvel news, DC news, horror movies, and they had like footage from like a bunch of these movies as well. The John Wick stuff. So they
Is it
had
like a
like a
live
bunch of
event?
huh?
Is it like a live event happening at some place?
Yeah, basically. It's basically just like Comic Con, but more like niche, like only for movies where all studios come and like they just talk about their new slate of stuff. But this year was a little weird because like every big studio had like huge announcements that came out. So I think we'll go over each of them. There are some big ones that we'll cover today. We don't want to like go over for like 2 hours, so we'll just talk for like 10 minutes or something for each of these and we'll see how it goes. For
Sure.
everyone watching, they'll be in the timestamps below or in the description, so you can skip to whatever interests you. Okay, so yeah, let's go. So I guess the first big news was Spider-Man 4. It has a new title and a possible release date. So it's called Brand New Day, and it's releasing 2 years from now. So that's
Is it
big
still
news.
is it still Tom in there?
Yeah, it's Tom Holland, and apparently it's not going to be like I feel like at the end of the third movie they were probably thinking of going like smaller and just like Spider-Man stuff, but clearly
I
from the
guess
looks
that
of
was
it,
the whole
it's
point of the previous movie, right? He now become just an
yeah, but
anonymous neighborhood
yeah, but
Spider-Man
from what
rather than
yeah, it's interesting. From what I read though, like apparently like Sony doesn't want it to be just a standalone Spider-Man story, so it's going to be a freaking multiversal thing again. And yeah, there'll be a bunch of heroes possibly, and I think this is going to be either between the Avengers movies or right before one of them. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah,
okay, interesting. So
yeah,
it's going to potentially cut back into the Avengers, uh, like movies at some point.
yeah, for sure. I think like Tom Holland just signed, like he's gonna. I think if the story wouldn't have been there, he wasn't too keen to do it.
Yeah, I
Over the
remember
books.
in like some other podcast him bringing up saying that he's mostly done with Spider-Man, even
Yeah,
though he had a great time.
yeah, that's crazy. And also, like, it's interesting. I don't know, like, talking about Spider-Man news. I don't know if you saw, but Sadie Sink was cast in an unknown role. The girl from the Stranger Things, like the girl with the red hair, the
Oh,
redhead.
right.
Yeah, so she was cast in Spider-Man 4. So a lot of people are thinking if she was cast as like an alternate universe Mary Jane, which would be interesting because like she does have the hair for it, and the looks Zendaya was like very different, I think, but she got her
Yeah.
own spin to it. Or it's either MJ or people are talking about like maybe she's playing the new Jean or the younger Jean. So who knows?
Or cutting in the mutants into the Spiderverse.
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting news with Spider-Man 4. We'll see, like, with more stuff coming out and Avengers news coming out, we'll probably get more info. But yeah, finally we have a date and a title. So that'll be cool to see. Other big Spider-Man news is finally we have a date for freaking Beyond the Spider-Verse. This is the third movie in the animated universe.
When did the last one come out? I can't remember.
The last one came out 2 years ago, I think. It was called Across, and now finally we have Beyond, which is apparently the end of Miles Morales trilogy. But yeah, it's the release date is in June 2027, so we have like 2 years to go still, which is pretty wild
That's
because the original one was going to release, I think, last year or this year. So it's insane.
I'm fine with that. I don't want to go back into that cycle of putting too much pressure on movie productions to make movies quickly and then they come out trash. So let them
Yeah,
take their time with it, I guess.
yeah. Honestly, I get that. I feel like the first two were so freaking good. Like that, I think you need to end it with a bang. Like it has to be a 5 out of 5. I don't mind waiting
Yeah,
2 years to end this story for sure. I think it'll be like very interesting how they do it. Yeah, apparently at CinemaCon they showed like like some an image of like our Miles that we've been following, and also like
mm,
the spoiler alert at the end of the second movie, they show Miles as the Prowler in the other universe. So it's like I think they're playing off of that, so it'll be like Miles versus Miles. So they showed like a still at CinemaCon, and they were like they're going to add like more and different kinds of animations, take it a step ahead, so that they always want to innovate. Is what like the makers said. So it's cool. I think we'll see something completely different again, which is awesome. More animation styles. So yeah, let's see
sure.
how that goes. Yeah. I think it will also end on an emotional note. Or like, yeah, I hope it ends. It has that
It
emotional
kind of has
note.
to. It has, you can't
Yeah,
end
because
on
the
again
second one
cliffhanger.
was awesome. I definitely rank the second one better than the first for me. But yeah, oh, cool. Any thoughts on that? Or
I don't know. They're both good movies. It's not like one's about the other. I feel like I was actually playing this Marvel Rivals yesterday for the first time, and there's this arena in there which is like from Japan, but based off of like the multiverse. Uh, Penny Parker,
yeah,
who has the droid and the big robot and stuff.
yep.
Like it's based in her universe's Japan.
Oh wow, interesting. Okay,
That's
cool.
the arena. I mean, like
Oh,
that
that's
was
cool.
yeah, that's
Yeah, maybe they might incorporate stuff. I did hear that they're doing like Spider Noir, some TV show with Spider Noir and
right
Nicolas
with
Cage like voicing.
Cage. Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, a bunch of stuff in the Spider-Man universe. Like all of a sudden we are getting like really interesting, like fun stories at least, not like random shit thrown together.
yeah.
So let's see. Yeah. Uh, I think another big news was like from CinemaCon was like the John Wick stuff. John Wick 4 ended like apparently they're talking about like John Wick 5 is going to come out, but I just feel
I
like
mean,
that's
like
why.
I think they should stop. I was seeing the trailers. I was following the trailers for Ballerina, and I was like, okay, this is good. This is interesting. It's a
Yeah.
spin off and stuff. But then the other day, I was just scrolling YouTube, and then I see what do you say, Keanu Reeves' face in the trailer. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
No, but
he,
yeah. I mean, it's cool though. I at least like I don't mind Keanu Reeves popping up in the other movies, but it's like
uh
don't give us a John Wick 5, man. Like they ended it on such a
yeah,
good note. Like it's kind of annoying. Like when they just it takes the weight off of the previous movies. I would say. Yeah.
yeah.
But from like I didn't obviously go to CinemaCon, but like I've been seeing stuff, and
Where was
this
it? Was it like in LA or New York or something?
I have no clue. Some place, yeah, no clue. Well, yeah, but where was CinemaCon? Let's see. I didn't even know
Let's
it was
look
going
it
to
up.
be so big. Maybe we could have gone for it. It was in Vegas, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, it's in Vegas at Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace just reminds me of Hangover half the time. Anyway, but from they showed like some extended footage of the ballerina movie, and apparently like Anna de Armas, obviously she's great, but she did a great. They showed like some fight scenes, and they were like, it's very different from how John Wick fights because she has like more of a. I think she's a little bit petite, but they made use of her like how she is, her stature, and like the way she
Gotcha.
fights, using the surroundings around her to actually fight the bad guys who are like huge and like stronger and bigger than her. So I was like, okay, this seems like some interesting shit here.
Mm.
So yeah, bunch of
Yeah.
no. Oh, one sec. Damn.
Okay. Okay, fine, cool. I had like a camera mishap. So now we are back. Sorry guys. All right. Cool. So yeah, very interesting. Let's see like how it plays out. They also announced a Kane movie, like Donnie Yen's character, like the blind guy, the Asian guy,
Oh,
from the
oh,
fourth movie, the blind dude.
the guy
So
who also plays Ip Man.
yeah, yeah, basically Ip Man.
Right, right, right.
So they announced a martial arts like Kane movie. Like it'll be pretty awesome. I feel like he's awesome. So that I think I'm super excited for.
Yeah, I think that
Oh,
guy is like a different version of Dwayne Johnson, where he plays the same martial arts character in every movie
no, but he's
franchise.
man,
But he's
that's like
good
a
at it.
disservice to Dwayne, like to him. I think Dwayne
He's good
Johnson
at
is
it. Hey,
Dwayne
Dwayne
Johnson and
Johnson.
everything. This guy, like,
Dwayne.
I feel
No,
like
no,
Donnie
no.
Yen's a great character,
Dwayne
like
Johnson is good
actor.
at adventure, action, bear
Yeah,
in the wilds movie. This guy is good at this. He was also in that Star Wars as the blind Jedi, right? Or not
yeah,
even Jedi.
true.
You're just the blind guy who fights
That's
the
true.
stormtroopers.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So he was so cool in that too. Like I feel like Rogue One. Rogue One is such an underrated Star Wars movie, but yeah, definitely exciting. Let's see how it goes, right? Like, yeah, but a bunch of shit from like the John Wick universe. So let's see.
Hmm.
Other big announcements. We kind of briefly touched upon this before recording, but which was yesterday. But the Beatles movies,
Right.
and it doesn't, and it's not just one Beatles movie, it's four Beatles movies that we are getting, all releasing on the same day, following each of the Beatles. And yeah, they have a great star cast at least. Like who? Like they have Joseph Quinn, the famous guy from Stranger Things. He's also playing Johnny Storm in the new Fantastic Four movies. You have Barry Keoghan, and for those
Right.
of you, yeah, from Saltburn, if you haven't watched Saltburn, go watch Saltburn because it's weird but an interesting movie. But he's a great actor. He also got nominated for an Oscar for that. So yeah, so he's going to be in it. Paul Mescal. I haven't watched Paul Mescal in a lot of stuff, but
Gladiator 2 was good. I
yeah,
mean,
other than Gladiator 2, yeah. Yeah, and I don't even know who the fourth guy is, but all of them are like internet heartthrobs right now.
I
So
think
let's
an
see.
interesting experiment would be you said they all release on the same day, right?
Yeah,
So it's like if four
exactly.
people can go watch four different movies, come out and go watch next four different movies, but it's going to be like a little strenuous to try to watch four movies in one day back to back.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true. Yeah, I think I don't know. Yeah, Joseph Quinn is going to be playing like the like he's going to be playing George Harrison, and I don't know. I feel like everyone that will go for the Paul McCartney or the John Lennon ones probably first, and then hit up the other ones. Even Ringo, of course. Like yeah, Barry Keoghan is playing like Ringo Starr. He's a great actor, so obviously like he'll be pretty good at it too. So they released an image as well. Like I want to show you that image. Like if I actually find it, I will. But that was a pretty cool image for sure. Like it was cool to just see like the Beatles cast. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the Beatles thing. It's essentially, I think, people are describing it as like binge. One sec. What happened to your camera? No, it's not working. Let's see. Wait. Camera issues again. Yeah, so the Beatles one also is good. Sorry with the cuts. But yeah, Beatles was. I'm excited. It's like binge watching like
Right.
movies in a movie theater. So I think they
It,
want to bring back the movie theater experience. And like we're so used to binge watching shit. Let's see how it goes. Like because they're all releasing on the same day. And it's like probably 8 hours or at least like 7 hours in the movie theater if you sit through all of them. So yeah.
I mean, like, I'm interested on the breakdown of like how much time they've spent on each movie, or like, because an hour and a half movie seems too short. But if they're going for a binge experience, an hour and a half seems fine.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
but then again, if you do make an hour and a half movie, how are you going to price the tickets? Because you can't be like, hey, we've come out with four movies. They're each an hour and a half long, but it's still going to be a $20 experience each movie. That's
Exactly right. So yeah, I'm also very interested to see. I'm gonna switch us between these two
yep.
and just let's see if the mirroring. Oh, there's no mirroring in this anymore. Whoops. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm just playing around with my camera. Okay, cool. So apparently, the other big news was they didn't show any. Like they showed like some footage from Avatar: Fire and Ash, which is like the third Avatar movie. And James Cameron wasn't there in person, but he like zoomed in or Skyped in or whatever. And he basically told people like, "Hey, this is like the third chapter, and they already have ideas, but essentially, like there would be if the people want to see more Avatar movies, there will be more if there's like an appetite for it." And essentially, what he said was that would be like event movies where every 5, 6, whatever years there'll be one movie, not like a generational gap like the first and second Avatar, but more like an event in
Sure,
people's
sure.
lives.
I get that. I get he had to wait how many years between the first and second?
Like 20, like no, not 20, sorry, 12.
Like 12 years. I guess the technology had to catch up to what he wanted to do, but
Yeah, with like the
it feels
water.
like he's being overly cautious not to have the same issue that Marvel has, just churn
Yeah,
out stuff, but nobody watches it,
exactly.
but
But
nobody
also,
wants to
like,
spread.
yeah, James Cameron is like an actual, like, all right, Marvel also, like, what Marvel did was awesome, and I'm a huge fan. But, like, James Cameron is like an actual, like, filmmaker. Like, he's an
It's like
innovator. He
Quentin
does all this
Tarantino
shit. Like,
level, yeah.
yeah, so it's very interesting the way, like, same thing with Nolan, right? Like, whatever Nolan does, you're like so interested in it. Marvel, sure, like what they have done with Avengers, like, no one can do what they did. Like, even they can't replicate their own
They
success.
can't replicate Avengers.
So,
It's like-
yeah,
yeah,
it's insane. But James Cameron's, like, apparently the footage was awesome. It was pretty crazy. And it's leaps and bounds even the previous one. And that, so it's crazy to think about
which
it.
is hard to imagine. I can't even
Yeah.
begin thinking of what they would do to leaps
Yeah,
and bounds
exactly.
when
But
shooting in this thing, right?
yeah, exactly. And they're going to have like Navi that are bad as well in this one. Not all are good, obviously. So it's interesting. Let's see how it goes.
I mean, hey, if you're having an alien planet, you can't have
All
continuous.
good people, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, you can't keep making humans the villains all the time.
exactly. It's yeah, it's interesting. Let's see like what they do. Like I definitely I want it to be good. It'll be cool to see Avatar.
It'll be
Like those
good.
movies are awesome for sure.
I
Uh,
mean, I think as an audience, people are now generally slowly becoming used to the fact that if you request or you demand a movie quicker, it's gonna be bad. So people are fine with waiting for longer for a better movie than like hey, give me the next installment in like 2 years,
yeah,
which is gonna be bad.
that's true. Yeah, it's interesting. Then I guess what else do we have? Like the big news. Well, yeah, everyone knows Superman's going to be like one of the biggest movies this summer. So they showed like I don't know if you saw that 5 minute footage that they
Yeah,
showed.
yeah, 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 yeah. Where
Yeah,
he
so
crash lands and then he get called this dog.
yeah, and then he goes. They like it was interesting. I liked it. I know a lot of people were like, "Yeah, it's okay," but I liked
I
it.
I really like the fact that they made Pluto an actual dog that has super strength and not just a smart alien dog. You know,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Oh, I
that's
think
how
you
a
mean crypto, but yeah, not Pluto.
sorry, Clipto. Pluto's different.
Yeah,
Sorry, Crypt.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'm glad that they made him an actual dog that
yeah,
reacts like how a
for
dog
sure.
would.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like
It was really cool to see. Like, and also like they added that like James. It's obviously a lighter tone than Henry Cavill's ones, and
right,
then
right.
you can see like those. The humor is like very like James Gunn did put like the humor in with the robots
Right,
that are like, oh my
robots. Yeah,
god, like this new that number 12 is like oh so cool or
yeah.
whatever. So
That was good.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Very interesting. Yeah. Am I still? Is my camera still okay?
Yeah, it looks good.
All right, fine, cool. Because the angle is weird, but okay, I'm just gonna continue. Yeah, and then next podcast will have the better camera angles, guys. Please come back.
With charged
uh,
batteries.
yeah. All right. I think these were like the big ones. If there's anything, does the new Zelda live action is planned for
I
2027?
I think that's gonna be bad. Like it's who
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
asked for
that's
it.
what I'm
Nobody
like.
wants
Everyone
it.
who's a huge Zelda fan is like, they should have just gone the Mario route and done like an
Yeah,
animated Zelda.
semi animation, realistic. That's great. Why would you even want to make a live action? I don't know
Exactly.
how. Did you? If you can look it up right now on how well the Minecraft movie is doing, I don't know, but I
Weirdly enough, Minecraft is like the reviews are trash. People are not liking it or whatever. Even Minecraft, like there are some like I think what do you say? Like I think they tip their hat to like the Minecraft fans, and they're like some Minecraft
yeah.
fans will get like the stuff, which is really cool. But I mean, it's doing great. It
Oh, it's
apparently
not.
beat
It's not cool.
expectations.
It's not cool.
No, it's not making money. I mean, sorry, it's not. It is making a shit ton of money, but the reviews are trash.
Yeah, I guess
Oh.
people are just going to hate watch it right now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because nobody asked for it. It's not a live action able movie or live actionable franchise or anything. The whole point of Minecraft as a video game was, hey, we're going to dumb down the graphics and give you freedom to do whatever you want.
yeah,
But that's like that whole concept is broken as soon as you start making a live action. You have to CGI the
exactly.
whole thing, put
Yeah,
so much effort into
exactly.
it. But same thing
Yeah,
with Zelda. Nobody wants that.
yeah, definitely interested. Like, I'm very interested to see like what like the other like I think Zelda is obviously like a big thing too. But Minecraft, I mean, looking at that trailer only, I didn't have expectations, and it kind of was trash anyway. I didn't watch it. I would have if it would have been good, but it's just weird. I think like even Jason Momoa seems like a miscast in that movie, at
Yeah,
least on the
why was
trailer.
he even there? It has
Um,
nothing.
yeah,
I don't think he need Jason Momoa.
yeah,
And like Jack Black has just become um, um, like typecast for any wacky character now. Like
yeah. Jack Black's great though, so I don't
he's
mind what.
great. He can pull it off, but he
True.
should say no. He should say no more.
Yeah, he should say no to a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see the other guys also how they do. I don't know. I watched talking of movies that came out. I did watch that Jason Statham movie, The A Working
Working
Man.
Man. I feel like watching the trailers. It is literally no different from that B movie, whatever Beekeeper.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
another
not. I
action.
think I enjoyed Beekeeper a lot more than this. I know people are like they enjoyed that more, this one more, but I feel like I liked this more than Beekeeper. I like Beekeeper more than this. Beekeeper was just like straight out action, Jason Statham's gonna like kick ass. This had a lot more story, but I was like, it's fine. It's not giving me that like adrenaline for some reason. Like Beekeeper did. Beekeeper was just like mayhem. He's going and beating people up. Over here you have that, of course, but I don't know. I just like Beekeeper more. Yeah.
Did I imagine it, or was there talks about another transporter movie?
I don't know. I think you did. Yeah, there was some news. Unsure what happened to that.
Yeah, they're like this, but nobody wants that. But I think they're trying to revive franchises. That's the trend nowadays. So
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, speaking of one big thing that came out of CinemaCon was also Tron. I think they showed the first footage of that movie, Tron
oh,
Ares. Uh,
okay.
I am excited for that. Like I liked Tron Legacy as well. I know it didn't do that well,
Hmm.
but I feel like yeah, I feel they can do something special with like Tron Ares. They have a good star cast as well. Like I think Jared Leto is there,
Hmm.
Evan Peters is there. Now I need to look who the director is though, because I don't think I know
I
the director.
think Jared Leto was in Morpheus, and that was bad. It was very bad.
Yeah, true. Even he needs like a pick me up. I think he has like pretty bad. He's had pretty bad movies.
Has he had a good movie? I don't remember which
I mean, he won an Oscar, so yeah,
for which one. I don't
a
remember.
long time ago for some movie. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's let's see. But yeah, Tron Ares. I think the trailer is going to drop sometime this
Hmm.
weekend. I think by the time this is released, this video is released, Tron Ares would have dropped. So yeah,
Okay, sure. That'll be
yeah.
good to
So
watch.
yeah, guys, if you guys watch Tron Ares, let us know the trailer or what you think of it. Okay, going to
But
some other movies that we watched, and this can be another section basically, but I think let's switch to like Indian movies. And Sikandar released last week during Eid
oh, it
weekend.
released. Okay, I didn't
It
get the
released
news.
like 1 week ago, and it's not doing well. It's like the reviews are bad. Even huge Salman Khan fans are hating on it. They're like, why is he doing this? I honestly thought that it would be a big hit, but then I saw the trailer, and then I was like,
Like
this is
people
this is
can't ask why. People can't ask why is he doing this. They've forced this notion that a big movie has to release on Eid and Diwali.
I mean,
So
but
like
all
all
every year
the
the Salman Khan movie releases, so I'm not questioning that. I think it's just he's just doing not great. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you even if you as good as an actor you can be, if you're forced to make one movie a year, how good is the movie going to be? Like movies
yeah,
take time, right? Like
yeah. I don't know. I'm just sad, man. Like I think he's just ruining his own legacy, like with Sikandar and all of these. Like the last 3, 4 movies have been so bad. I mean, the last one I like me and my friend we hate watched Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan. It was pretty like if you hate watch it, it's super fun. But in general, I don't know. Like I expected more. Like he does like fun movies. I feel like people just like shit
yeah,
over him,
and
but he's still like a very bankable star. Like I just wanted this to be like his Jawan, but clearly not, or his Patan. No, I think he needs to
and
find better directors and actors like
yeah,
around
he's
him.
lost the entire comedy angle in his production value. Like because he used to be a nice comedy actor also,
Yeah,
but now is every role he gets is like a serious, angry,
yeah. I
gonna
feel
beat
he
people up.
should. I think someone asked this question to him, and he was like, "I want to do more comedy roles like he did like 10 years ago, like Ready or
Yeah,
whatever, a mix of comedy and action, Ready, Bodyguard, and all." But yeah, don't know. He said that no one offers him that or whatever, and I'm like, bro, you're Salman
every
Khan. If you want a freaking movie, you can do it.
yeah,
Like,
he has
just
his own
find
production.
better actors and directors around you.
He
Like,
has
if
his
this
own
is like
production
trash,
house.
what?
Does he have his own production house?
Yeah, he does, of course. But I feel the people here, like, I mean, honestly, the guy who directed this movie. like A.R. Murugadoss, he directed Gajni, so I feel like everyone's expectations were high. But then even A.R. Murugadoss has had like flops in the last few years.
I
So
mean, he directed Gajini, but Gajini was
like that was
almost
also 14,
one to
15,
one.
like 15, 17 years ago. So
But it is also almost a one-to-one rip-off of Memento, right? Not a big, not an exact
I
one-to-one, but
mean,
almost
Gajni
a
was
one-to-one.
a copy, like a remake of a Tamil Gajni with Surya, which was the original.
Oh, which was originally ripped off. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but also I saw Memento recently, and I feel like they had enough differences.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but I get it. Yeah, it is Memento essentially. Um, yeah. So interesting. Yeah, I'm very sad about that. That Sikandar flopped. What it didn't even like in the first week, it made 91 crores, which is pretty bad for a Salman Khan movie, and probably the budget was so high. I yeah, it's crazy. Like it's crazy. I just hope like Salman Khan makes better movies, so we can like.
How much did it cost? What was the budget for that? You look it up.
Pretty high. We can see real quick budget for Sikandar, but it would have been high, like 200 crores apparently. So
Yeah,
overall budget, including like prints, all of that, like
sure.
yeah,
But like that ratio is what, right?
yeah,
We look at, right? Overall budget to
yeah.
box office.
Yeah, they're not really. Yeah, it's not doing that well. Yeah, man, it just sucks. I just hope like he does better movies. He also looks. I don't know what's up. He just looks tired. Maybe he needs a break and come. Like he needs to come back with a bang. We'll see.
Or he needs a typecast shift. He needs to move away from that
Action,
action
but that's
hero.
that's the in thing right now. So how do you do it? Like everyone's doing
How
action.
is it in thing? Which movies have been doing so well that
The
people
biggest ones are action movies. Like in the last 3 years, Patan, Jawan, like the all of the 800 crore, 1,000 crore. Other than Street 2, which was like a big comedy, but that was also because it's like a universe thing. The other movies, like with Patan, Jawan, Animal, all of these, Chava made more than 500 crores. Like all of these are the ones that are actually breaking that barrier. So yeah,
just sad?
yeah. So let's see. I don't know. I feel like he needs to do something different. I watched this Tamil, like on Netflix. I saw this movie. It's a Tamil movie. It's called Dragon.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Dude,
started
that was
watching it.
fun. That's the like the actor from Love Today. He was in it.
Uh-huh.
That was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It was really cool to watch. And I think that guy is just picking great scripts. Like it's cool. Yeah.
I mean, I
Mhm.
started watching it, but I kind of veered off from that. So I didn't finish it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
honestly like I started it and I wasn't too into it, but then you get into it after a while. You're like when he starts doing like interesting shit, like yeah,
yeah. I don't know
it
how much
just
we should openly talk about movies without a spoiler alert warning. But
yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like I think it's the beginning of the movie, right? It's about this guy who gets his heart broken, and essentially he's a smart guy in the beginning, and he gets his heart broken, and he becomes like this rowdy, and he lives his life like that. But then
right, right,
stuff
right.
happens. So
He was a
yeah,
studious fellow, but then
yeah,
it's
basically,
like
yeah.
that girl is like, oh no, I like bad boys or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, screw
essentially.
you.
So he becomes a bad boy, and then
Uh,
like he doesn't do anything with his life, and then he, his girlfriend kind of breaks up with him too, and then he needs to figure it out. So yeah, that's all we'll say. It's a super fun movie.
I watched
Yeah.
that Skyforce.
Oh
That is,
shit. Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
that's based off a true story though. So
I I I really appreciate true story aspect of it, but other than that, I'm like, okay, there's a lot lost on what's this movie about.
yeah. Yeah, I feel they could have done a better job with that. Like for everyone who's watched it, like it's bad. Like I mean, we've all seen like those Veer Paharia reels. Like he was the only thing on everyone's Insta feed. So I mean, he's embraced it now. He is also dancing and doing ads. So clearly, good
Okay, great.
strategy.
He's
Um,
pivoted. He's making money off of
yeah,
what he
exactly
can.
right. Yeah. Let's see. Very interesting. I think we've been recording for like 35 minutes now. For like our like for a good first recording, covered a bunch of topics. I think we should end it now. We'll come back for like next week and discuss more things, movies, other news that comes up, any movie reviews and stuff. Like, share, subscribe, guys. I'm Parmeet. That's Deepak. We'll see you next week with better camera angles. But yeah, stay tuned. Take care. See ya. Deepak, want to put your
Thanks,
handle
Evan.
or are you good? Yeah.
No handles.
Bye.